Alrighty, welcome back to another trade recap. Today I took a short on the S&P 500. I'm up around $700. And before I forget, let me show you guys the executions so you guys know the exact entry and exits. So yeah, up around $700 on the S&P 500. Now I kind of want to just run you through what my bias was going throughout the day and then what made me take this trade. So let's go actually over to NQ. So on NQ, coming into market open and during pre-market, we continue to respect this 4-hour bearish fair value gap as well as tapped into this 4-hour order block multiple times and respected bearish. Now, the draw that I wanted to see coming into market open was constant encroachment of this daily wick. I wanted to see us draw towards constant encroachment and reject is what I wanted to see. So that was my draw coming into today. But I had a bearish bias coming into today, and we actually had these relative equal highs up here, these three relative equal highs, but we actually put in a bullish SMT with ES. So we had that 1-hour change here. We had that 1-hour change on ES and NQ. Where's it at? There we go. So we had this 1-hour change on ES and NQ. And so after that 1-hour change, what I wanted to see coming into market open was I wanted to see price come and fill this unfilled 30-minute fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap. And as you can see, we did exactly that. We came and filled this unfilled 30-minute fair value gap. So moving over to ES, what we did is coming into market open, like I said, I wanted to see us move higher before we moved lower, right? I wanted to see us come and take this internal high and tap into the 30-minute. Now, on ES, we did not tap the 30-minute, but NQ did. Market opens. Okay, we come back. We come and tap, or we take this internal high. NQ taps into the 30-minute fair value gap. Let me get here. Okay, there we are. So as you can see, NQ comes up, market open, taps in. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Oh, I have the 4-hour marked out. I'm a fucking idiot. Jesus. Let me get this real quick. Hold on. Okay, so this unfilled 30-minute. So, sorry, here we go. As you can see, market open, NQ pumps up. We come take not only this internal high like I wanted to see, but we also tap into the unfilled 30-minute bearish for value gap. And we ended up, and I kept staying patient, and we ended up putting in a bearish SMT on ES. As you can see, NQ comes up and takes this internal high, and ES does not. So I recognize that ES is the weaker asset. I move over to ES. And I mark out this bullish fair value gap that we continue to respect. And if we disrespect this and close below the change in the state, I want to enter short towards my original TP was going to be down here. But, okay, we close below the fair value gap. We have an inverse fair value gap now, and we also close below the change. I enter short, and my original target was yesterday's low on ES. I wanted to target all the way down here with these internal lows being my break-even point. Okay, so that was my original target. And the reason I took this off early is because actually NQ ends up taking this internal low. Oh, where the fuck are we at? Jesus. Okay. NQ ends up taking this internal low. And when NQ takes this internal low, I take my full position off because I just want to take what I'm confident in, and I want to take the low-hanging fruit. And we did tap constant encroachment of the daily wick. Okay, so once we tap constant encroachment of the daily wick and we take this low-hanging fruit, I take my position off, my full position off. Reason being is because at that point in time when we're tapping constant encroachment and taking the low-hanging fruit on NQ, you can either move your stop to break even or you could just take your full position off. I decided to take my full position off, and I made the right choice because I would have been stopped at break, and eventually if I left my SL there, I would have been stopped at my original stop loss. But I took my position off around here. I caught around, I think, 14 points on ES. Only in light size here. I was only in one contract because of the fact that we did have PMI at 745. And when we have PMI at 745, it's not like a high impact news where I'm not going to be trading around that time or I'm going to wait after. But it's something that I'm definitely going to take low size with when I do have a setup. So that was my trade for today. Again, made around $700 trading the NASDAQ. This trade, right with my plan, tapped into a high time frame fair value gap on NQ. We have a bearish S&P. We had our internal manipulation and inverse fair value gap, a change. I'm entering this, and then again, just taking what I'm confident in, taking the low-hanging fruit on NQ, and when we tapped back into the daily constant encroachment. So very happy with this trade. This week's price action has been the best price action that I've seen in the last month or so. We've had really efficient price action. The draw has been taken very early on in the market open. So we're hoping, we're all hoping that tomorrow is kind of the same story. We all have efficient price action, but that was my trade today. I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap, and I will catch you guys in the next one.